Good morning and welcome to Fit News. I am Jen from Fit with Shaver, and I help women learn how to make exercise work with their fluctuating hormones and not against, by using the right exercises at the right time and the right intensity level. If you joined us for Fit News last week, we discussed the importance of sleep in maintaining a healthy weight. And I hope you were able to implement some of the tips that I gave you, in particular, the tip of turning off those electronics 90 minutes before bed. I hope it helped. I hope you got some good sleep this past week. If you missed that episode, scroll on down, check it out, and try some of those tips in the upcoming week. Today, I'd like to discuss with you the importance of neat. What's neat? And I don't mean keeping a neat room, because I know my kids are not doing that. Neat is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is just a fancy way of saying just your daily activity that's not exercise, that's not formal exercise time. So think of it like any of your daily activity, any of your daily chores, or just your daily movement that's not exercise. And NEAT has been shown to be another significant contributor to maintaining a healthy weight and in weight loss. So you want to make sure that throughout your day you are remaining active, not in an exercise way. That doesn't mean, oh, let's add some more exercise time, because we don't want to do that, but we do want to make sure that we're not being sedentary. I mean, think of it like this. If you have children and your kids are older, when they were babies, our NEAT was a lot easier to get in, because we were spending a lot of time pacing around the room, keeping a child quiet. You know, a crying baby, you gotta walk them around. Or once they were toddlers, we were spending all kinds of time chasing them all over. And as they get older, we're no longer chasing them around. I mean, I'm using an app just to track where they're at, but you know, so your NEAT is going down as you age. I want you to think of it like this. Let's say that you sleep 8 hours, because you followed all your tips from last week. You sleep 8 hours, you wake up and you exercise, let's say an hour. You don't have to exercise an hour. I'm using it just for math purposes to be nice and round. You sleep 8 hours, you exercise an hour. Now you have 15 hours left in your day. If you spend that time sitting at a desk job, and then you come home and you have dinner, and then you go sit on your couch, your 1 hour of exercise time in relation to your 15 hours of sedentary time is pretty much negated. So that's the idea of making sure that throughout your day you are continuing to be active. Okay, so think of it like this. If you have a dog and every day you take that dog out for a walk, but then tomorrow you decide, I'm not going to take Hank out for his 45-minute walk. Let's say that 45-minute walk burns 200 calories. So now that, and those are NEAT calories, because it's just a dog walk. That's not formal exercise. So you skip Hank's walk and you skipped your 200 calories. But then you decide to skip Hank's walk again and again and again. So if you skip Hank's walk for a week, that's 200 calories, that's times 7, you just lost 1,400 NEAT calories. Okay? I'm not saying again that you have to add in 45 minutes of a dog walk to get your NEAT in. It's just an example to show you that these NEAT calories do add up to big things. So what we want to do is try to, throughout the day, continue to move, okay? Always take the stairs when it's safe, ladies. Always park farther away. I know, it's like nasty out today, but hat and gloves and a nice coat, park farther away. When you go to the grocery store, here's another one. Going to the grocery store. I know, I'm guilty, guilty of ordering the groceries and going and picking them up. I know, it's great. It saves so much time, doesn't it? I love it. Except when they put random things in there for the swap out. But that's not helping with our NEAT, because we're not going to the store, parking the car, walking into the store, and then walking around. I know you're like, that walking around really counts in the grocery store. Yes! That's how simple I'm telling you that NEAT is. And so some of these modern day conveniences that we are now having, like the ordering of the groceries, are again taking away from our NEAT opportunities. So if we can just start to add those in, and a lot of us I know have desk jobs and we're sitting at our desks for long periods of time. If you are working from home, a suggestion to get your NEAT in is as often as possible, at least once an hour, get up from your desk and walk up and down your steps for a few minutes. I'm not saying you have to run up and down your steps. I'm just saying walk up and down your steps just to get moving, get your legs moving, and to get some movement within your day. Folding laundry while watching TV is considered NEAT because you're not sitting still. I mean, just simple things like vacuuming during commercials, considered NEAT. While you're cooking, walk around, take a few extra steps. Just get one thing out of the fridge at a time, or one thing out of the pantry, so you can take a few more trips. Yes, I know it might take a few more minutes, and we're all in a hurry. But by adding these simple types of daily movement in, we're creating more of a calorie burning effect instead of being constantly sedentary, okay? Another thing that I do, because I'm crazy, we know that, is when I'm brushing my teeth, I will do a set of squats, or I will do a set of lunges. It's just another way to get some additional movement in throughout. Okay, so we don't want to think about adding additional exercise in. Additional exercise time is not what we're looking for. We're looking for additional daily movement. So anything that you're already doing, just make sure that you're adding more movement to it. All right, so don't go out and say, tomorrow I'm going to work out for an hour and 45 minutes instead. So that way, that really won't help if the rest of your day, again, is spent sitting at your desk and being sedentary. So just look for ways to, throughout your day, while you're watching TV, while you're working on your computer. Another one, whenever you're on a phone call, don't stand. Walk around whenever you're on a phone call. Pace, move. Because this way, that also is considered NEAT. That's additional movement throughout your day. And any of that small stuff that you think doesn't matter, all adds up in the end to be a lot, which is why as we age, we think, we're gonna gain weight, and that's just the way it is. The reason that this is happening is because as we age, we become more sedentary. We don't have to just say, okay, fine. As we age, we'll just gain some weight. That's just part of the game. If we continue to keep moving, we can help to offset this additional weight gain as we age, okay? So for this week, let's work on increasing our NEAT, or making sure that it stays up, or just daily movement. Another one that I just thought of that I did this past week while putting my laundry away, instead of just grabbing my pile of socks and putting them all in the drawer at one time, because that's really fast and easy, and then I'm just done and I can move on and I can go sit down and I can watch some TV. I took one pair of socks, I'm not joking, one pair of socks at a time, and walked each one over, because it was additional steps, it was additional, and what was I missing out on? I wasn't missing out on anything but sitting on the couch watching TV. So think about just those types of simple things and simple ways that you can just add small daily movement into your day. Work on that this week. Work on your NEAT. Continue to work on your sleep. Next Tuesday, we are going to talk about stress, because we all have stress. What do we do about it? How do we deal with it? And what is the best way to manage that stress? Because it's not going to go away, so we have to learn how to manage it successfully. Have a great week, all.